What's up, Unstoppable Squad? Today we have another wrestling podcast for you guys. We had to do this over the phone because I'm going to have the editor throw in what it looks like outside right now. We're having a massive snowstorm where we live.
It's absolutely insane, and the roads they're okay, but there's no way in hell that we could travel in this weather. So
right, and
so
I'd rather
decided that remotely would work best.
Right, and I'd rather do this over the phone, and because my safety and his safety is more important.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
But I'm Unstoppable Denominator over the phone.
I'm Pistol Pete. What's going on, everybody?
This week's podcast brought to you by wrestling news and topics about Saturday night main event.
It was actually, I was talking to Unstoppable about this before we hit record. When they first announced it, it looked okay to me, but I wasn't too impressed with the card. It kind of just looked like your average TV show. I gotta say, for what we got and what that card had, arguably the best piece of WWE TV all year.
And I'll tell you this, C Wrestling did say he enjoyed it.
It was actually really, really good. Like I said, like me and my coworker were talking about it. He was like, it honestly doesn't look that great. I was like, I know, but I might as well watch it because there's nothing else on TV. But I'm like, as I was watching it, I was absolutely hooked from the Cody Rhodes and Jacob Von Tuber. I was like, oh, it's going to be one of these. So, yeah, just the energy never stopped, and it was actually pretty impressive.
What I saw, the highlights from Z Blonde's, that one of the brawl, that looked like insane. The match
my God, yes.
Did the match even start?
No, the match, there was no match. It was just all a massive brawl. They went all over the arena, like from the ring to out in the concession areas.
Yeah.
And like backstage and like back into the ring and on the steps, it was incredible. That's like I was shell shocked at how good this was. And I'm a bit of a harsh critic on WWE sometimes, but this was really good in my opinion.
How do you think this will be the feud for WrestleMania?
Oh yeah, this is building towards Mania. Oh yeah, at 100%. If they don't build this towards Mania, then they're throwing Cody Rhodes in a title match again,
which they shouldn't.
And honestly, for what they have right now, this is the feud I would go with, because this has been incredible so far. Could be a three-way for Triple Threat, who knows?
Well, I mean, if Sammy doesn't win the championship at Royal Rumble, I feel like that's going to go all the way till probably WrestleMania. So it might be possibly a fatal four-way. Who knows? It could be just nothing. It could be just two. And then Sami Zayn.
Them two. And honestly, make it Falls Count Anywhere. Like, make it unsanctioned, I think it is.
But I think if this is to go with Sami Zayn, which we'll talk about here, let's talk about it anyway. So Sami Zayn won the chance to win to face Drew McIntyre, and pretty much I feel like that's going to go to, if that doesn't go to WrestleMania, that's upsetting, because I think what would happen is that Sami Zayn could win the title at WrestleMania. His big moment right there.
Mm-hmm. So you think Drew beats Sammy and then Sammy just goes on to WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Okay, I could see that. Honestly, the way it's going, I'm predicting Sami Zayn will be WWE champion by the end of the year.
I think so too.
By the end of the year, Sami Zayn will be a WWE champion. Will he hold it? I'm not sure, but I think he's definitely winning the title this year. He's ready. He's been booked in high-profile matches over basically his entire main roster career, and I don't know. There's something changed in Sami Zayn after his match with Kevin Owens. Now I feel like Sami Zayn is at his best that he's ever been, and I will be very shocked if he doesn't if he doesn't have the title by the end of the year.
So remember when he won the NXT title? Just imagine Kevin Owens was medically cleared. Sami Zayn wins the world title, the championship. Kevin Owens comes back and pop up power bombs on the turnbuckle like he did before, a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. I don't know if Kevin Owens is ready to return yet, but if they do like a I think what would be very cool is if you have Sami Zayn win the title, and then Kevin Owens comes down and shows him a hug or something. That would be really cool.
All right, but then he's heel turn right there.
I don't think so. I mean, they could do that, but again, I don't know if Kevin Owens is medically clear to compete. But
even if he isn't, I think he would do it. Just be like, hey, just be ready when I come back.
Who knows? It could happen.
I don't know. That's what I'm speculating. So, but
hey, anything is on the cards right now because I think we're going to look back on. We are going to look back on this Saturday night's main event, and this is important. Whatever the canon for the rest of the year is going to look like. I think that's how really. I just said that's how good I thought this show was.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to look back on it and be like, you know what? This was actually worth people's time.
That was our first topic of the first two topics that we have talked about. Next topic we have is Nattie cost Maxine the title by putting Becky Lynch foot on the rope and attacks Maxine after the match, saying she will never learn.
You want this one or should I take it?
I'm gonna hold up on what I want to say, but go ahead.
So, for those of you who don't know, I'm not the biggest Natalya fan in the world. Unstoppable will be the first to say that, like, he's not either.
Yep.
But I've actually been impressed with how Natalya has been putting in the work as of late. She's been on SmackDown, NXT, and in AAA, so I gotta give her some props. Like, she is doing like a good mentor role for the younger talent. And I'll give her that. But I am not surprised by this heel turn at all. Honestly, this is what Natalya does to all of her previous proteges. I think they are building a feud between her and Maxine Dupree. That's what's going to happen. And I think Maxine should win that feud. Whether they have a Intercontinental Championship on the line, I mean, they could do that for WrestleMania, but we're just talking about feuds. I think this one should go to WrestleMania.
Yeah, I don't think there'll be a title on the line since she already lost her shot of it. Definitely we'll see this at WrestleMania.
Okay, what do you have to say?
Like you said, I'm not a big fan of Nattie. I called it when she was walking out with, I was like, oh look, there's Nattie. She's gonna cost Maxine the title. And boom, during that match, she cost Maxine the title.
I wasn't surprised at all.
So, I was like,
in the slightest, I was not surprised by this.
And I was like, well, I had a feeling that was going to happen.
I just think this should go to WrestleMania.
If it wasn't going to happen, I had a feeling it was like, okay, she's going to help her Maxine win the title, but she would turn on her at the end of the match. But that didn't happen. So at least I called how she was out there just to cost her the belt.
Hey, you called it then.
Yep. I didn't even mention it in our group chat or anything. I was like, well, I even said it out loud in person without no one hearing me. So
yeah, yeah.
But this is going to be interesting to see where this leads the feud, since Nattie was working with Maxine to work way to be strong and everything. So, what does that mean when she said you will never learn? We're going to have to see what it looks like tomorrow. Anyways, Unstoppable Squad, let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about this feud going on between Nattie and Maxine. I haven't let you have your sunshine.
No, it's good. So on Unreal, Becky said this was her last contract.
I actually did see that one. I seen
did
that
see
episode.
this. I think Becky Lynch, I've definitely had my criticisms of Becky Lynch over the past year or so. Honestly, looking back on her career, she might be, if you look at the 4 horsewomen of WWE, that's her, Sasha Banks, Charlotte, and Bayley. If you look at all of them, I think there is a solid debate to be had that Becky Lynch is the most ring talented amongst the bunch. And if this is true, I don't know if this is indeed her last contract. She might extend her contract by the end, like next week. But if this is the end of her career, I think she's had a historic run in the company.
Right.
And the women's division is going to miss her when she's gone.
So, when I saw that, put a little tears into my eyes. I don't know why. I was happy tears and stuff. I don't know why, but I just got emotional during that first episode.
Really?
Yeah. So,
it just got you in the feels?
Yeah.
Nice.
Also the way how her daughter was, she didn't want her mom to leave and stuff, so I think that was catching up to her. It's okay, I should be here for my daughter.
I definitely think she's ready to be a mom full time. And hey, we knew this day was coming as soon as she got pregnant. Again, no hate to the other wrestlers who have kids and still continue their career, but I'm just being realistic. Once a wrestler has a kid, the time that she's able to do this is very limited before she has to focus on her other job, which is being a mom. There's no hate to the people who don't, but obviously that's their choice. But I'm just saying.
Anything else you want to talk about with this one?
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Unless you have anything to add.
No, not really. Alright, let us know in the comments below what you guys think of Becky Lynch's last contract deal with WWE. Are you happy? Are you upset? Let us know in the comments below how you feel about it. Our next topic
is the 6-man tag match, which consisted of Rey Mysterio, Dragon Lee, and Penta versus Austin Theory, Logan Paul, and Bronson Reed. Got a 5-star rating. This match, holy shit, this was incredible.
I was at the edge of my seat when I was watching that.
It was incredible, bro. Holy crap.
I don't know about you, but it caught my eyes and it was putting my butt at the end of my seat. I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, right.
It got me interested.
I actually watched Raw the following day. I didn't watch it on Monday. I watched it Tuesday morning, I believe. But yeah, I thought Raw overall was actually really good. I mean, they've been all right. I think this Monday Night Raw was better than the previous two, for me at least. But I think this was hands down the best match on WWE Raw. That segment when Rey Mysterio took the brass knuckles, that was insane, bro.
And what the hell is Adam Pearce doing? Distracting, What are you doing, Adam Pearce?
I know, right?
Stay out of it, dude. I'm just trying to stop chaos. Oh, it ain't gonna stop it. Look what happened. You missed what Rey Mysterio did, you idiot.
You gotta be more secure, Adam. Your head of security.
How come you always have problems, but it looks like Nick Aldis don't have any problems? He's got it under control. How come you don't got it under control, Adam Pearce?
I don't know. Ask Adam Pearce.
Maybe he was maybe he's like that substitute teacher and everyone just misbehaves during the substitute teachers.
Right. I could go on. We could talk about that on your other podcast. I have some crazy substitute teacher stories.
Oh, I got it right here on a different piece of paper. I'm gonna actually write that in my notes and print it out for us.
We could do an entire show just based on that.
Then we might have to do a 2-parter.
I know, right? Sorry, we went off topic.
Yes.
But let us know in the comments, what did you guys think of this match?
My favorite topic I want to talk about. AJ Styles versus Gunther will be happening at the Royal Rumble. So, Gunther has found his new victim.
Victim, huh?
Will AJ retire next? There's reports saying that he is retiring at the Royal Rumble. And, hold on, also there is reports are saying that Shinsuke Nakamura talked to AJ Styles when they fought with each other in Japan, I think last year. AJ Styles wanted to retire at the Royal Rumble.
Oh, okay.
So I just saw this on social media all over the place on different topics. So if I can remember where it is, I'll tag it to you.
Okay.
So
you're saying that AJ is going to retire at the Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Okay. So I guess where I should start is I'm obviously like I've watched some of TNA back in the day, but not a whole lot. It wasn't until AJ Styles debuted at WWE that I went back and I watched a huge amount of his matches that I obviously missed because I didn't see much of TNA but from back then. AJ Styles, to me, next to The Undertaker and Randy Orton and John Cena, is one of my absolute favorite wrestlers of all time. Win or lose, this guy is a Hall of Famer first ballot. Like, whenever he retires, the next Hall of Fame ceremony will feature AJ Styles.
Right, which I think will be next year.
Yeah, because obviously Cena's going to be the headline this year.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to this topic at hand. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would put the chances of AJ Styles retiring at the Royal Rumble probably at a solid 8. And I'm going to explain why. Because AJ Styles also said it was going to be his last year, like full year as a professional wrestler. If he retires at the Royal Rumble, I feel like that would be a missed opportunity for other matches that you could have him face. There is the Legend Killer,
which I've talked about.
He is the new Legend Killer. And whether I'm a fan of Gunther or not, and I happen to be a massive fan of Gunther, to be honest, I have all the respect in the world for Gunther.
Wow, you're actually saying this on the podcast. Yeah. Like, obviously, I try leaning towards the face, but I can't help it, Unstoppable. Like, ever since I watched Gunther in NXT, like, I can't help but view this athlete as money. And right. he has the aura of a person you don't want to fuck with. However, AJ Styles, I am going to be rooting for AJ here. I think, but honestly, I think there's a chance AJ does win this. And if he does win this match, that's a very big if, I think Gunther will win the Royal Rumble. Because this match is taking place before that. Gunther's not going to win the Royal Rumble because there's rumors speculating that Roman Reigns is going to win it.
I mean, there was rumors that Cena was going to win it, remember? Remember what happened? What happened after last year's Royal Rumble?
Ye wins it.
Exactly. I just wanted to throw that out there. But anyway, I think AJ is one of the greatest of all time, and if he retires at the Royal Rumble, I think it would be I think this is like one of the best careers anyone has had. He's a Grand Slam winner in 3 different companies. He's a Grand Slam winner in NXT, WWE, TNA, and New Japan.
Yep.
I think he will be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Just imagine he swerves us and he goes to AEW.
No, honestly, like, that's another match I want. I want, before AJ Styles retires, I want him to face Kenny once.
But we won't see
him. We probably will not see that now, and I'm sad about it. Or he could face, like, someone in TNA, but he already had his moment at TNA, and that's probably because he's going to retire, so.
What do you guys think? Who do you think's going to win? Gunther or AJ Styles at the Rumble? I already hear it in the comments saying AJ. They're going to say, fuck Gunther. Yeah, I already know. So,
yeah, I just, like, I can't help it. Gunther is just that guy right now, so.
I feel like right after he faces AJ, he's going to pick his next target, Rey Mysterio.
Really?
Yep.
So, are you saying Rey Mysterio and AJ Styles are going to retire in the same year? Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Probably. If not this year, maybe next year for Rey.
Alright.
He's going to have one last match against his son, and those two are going to have a handshake. Then Gunther will come out and attack him. That's my prediction.
I could see that.
Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about this situation. Alright, our next topic is...
Jevon Evans hurt his shoulder during his match. So, was this on SmackDown or...
On Raw.
It was on Raw? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he did. He did hurt his shoulder. That's right. Yeah, I think Jevon Evans is, like, the future of the business. This guy has been in many of the best matches on NXT over the past year or so. Like, this man has been in it. He's been in those. So I really hope that Jevon Evans isn't hurt too bad, and he could probably have something for this year's Mania, but we're gonna have to see.
Right.
I wish Jevon Evans nothing but the best in his recovery.
Who knows if it's gonna be like a couple months out or just like who knows? We don't know full details of it. If we did, I would have reported it right with us on this podcast.
Shoulder injury. Here's the thing you gotta keep in mind. Shoulder injuries are very, like, they're kind of like on a broad scale because there are more serious ones and then there are less serious.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's like that for every injury, but but the shoulder of people missing, I've heard people missing anywhere between a month and like 6 months. It all depends.
Well, if we hear any more details, we will bring it up in our next podcast for you guys.
Yep.
But, anyways, let us know in the comments below. How do you guys actually feel about Jevon Evans? Is he great? Is he future WWE a major star like Brock Lesnar and those big names? Or do you think he's just going to be stuck in the mid-card? Let us know in the comments. Corbin is in AEW under a new name. I didn't write his name down, but I don't know.
Bishop Dyer.
Great to see him in professional wrestling ring instead of...
Yeah, it's been a bit since we've seen him.
Instead of doing nothing, you know.
And hopefully they'll treat him right.
Right. Hopefully. Not like WWE trashed him like bad.
Oh my god. Like, when you talk about the list of like wasted potential in WWE, Baron Corbin's face is right next to it.
Yep.
Because there was a time, like when I don't know if you know this or not, because I don't really think I brought it up to you, but back when Baron Corbin was in his prime at NXT, like he was top 3. He was one of my top 3 favorite active wrestlers at the time. And I rooted for him when he won the Money in the Bank briefcase. I was one of the very few people that actually wanted Baron Corbin to win the briefcase.
But yet WWE wasted that opportunity and made him lose it. And
once they had him lose that, which I thought was the biggest mistake they could do for Baron Corbin, because I was talking about Gunther in this last segment here, as to like he's just the guy right now. Baron Corbin was that at one point in time. Baron Corbin's hot streak was insane. And ever since they wasted that Money in the Bank opportunity, his career has gone nothing but down ever since when he was in WWE.
Right.
And so I'm actually happy that AEW took a chance on it, because this guy, I've seen this guy have great matches before. I've seen this guy be an ultimate badass before. And I want that energy back from him. I want him to do something in AEW. So this was a great pickup for him.
Yeah, we'll see what AEW does with him. Hopefully they'll give him the world title shot where he respectably deserves, unlike WWE did.
Yeah, he deserves it.
He in a tag team form right now?
I have no idea. All I saw was he made his AEW debut in a dark match before Dynamite. That's all I know, and I didn't watch Dynamite, so I have no idea what Bishop Dyer's doing. All I know is I want this man to do great things in AEW.
Same.
Because he was completely wasted in WWE.
Well, we'll have to see going forward when we do more of our podcast. Maybe they will put him in a dark match to see how the fans will react and stuff, and then maybe move him up to the actual live shows.
Totally.
Anyways, how do you guys feel about Baron Corbin, Bishop Dyer, whatever his name is? How you guys go by with his name? Are you happy to see him in AEW, or you actually didn't want to see him in wrestling anymore? Or are you actually fully happy that he's back in wrestling? Let us know in the comments.
WWE has filed a trademark for Royce Keys. I know you have this here, but I've seen this confirmed. It is Powerhouse Hobbs' new name.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot of fans are pissed about it, though.
They should be. I'm pissed about this. Obviously, unless your name is Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, Sting, Samoa Joe, you get my point. Unless your name is one of those guys, obviously you are going to have a new name in WWE. Why not just shorten the name to Hobbs?
Or Royce Hobbs.
Will Keys, or like Will Royce. It's like these names. I thought Lexus King was bad. When Brian Pillman Jr. came over, I thought that name was bad. This takes it to a new low. This is absolutely pathetic.
And they'll give you ring names on a piece of paper, and they're like, yeah, I think this would work. No, I think this one will work for you.
Obviously, Powerhouse Hobbs isn't going to be Powerhouse Hobbs. Obviously. I understand that because, he's not Cody Rhodes, Chris Jericho, Samoa Joe, Sting.
Right.
Obviously, he's not. But, can you think of a better name for him? Jesus Christ. Understand where WWE gets these names. I really don't. And I don't know, man. I hate this name with everything in me.
Yep.
I really do. And I'm sure, I know I shouldn't be freaking out over a ring name. I get it. It's not the end of the world. At least Hobbs is there. I get all that. But, there's a thing called aura. I'm sorry, Royce Keys is not high on the aura chart. It's not like that. Even if Royce sounds better than Royce Keys.
Royce Keys. Oh, yeah, he's got the keys to the Royce car.
Yeah, what, does Powerhouse Hobbs have a Rolls Royce?
Right.
And he just named himself after the keys to his car? What the heck kind of name is this?
I think this is WWE's yeah, we're going to name you Royce Keys. You got a Royce car. How about we put your last name as Keys, since you have keys for the Royce?
And I know he signed a contract, so he couldn't do this. But if that were me, I would immediately okay, I'm not naming myself this. Can we find a different name?
Right.
Do you have any other options here?
No.
This sounds like the Washington Commanders to me. That's how bad I think this is.
So, do you think he's gonna be in the Royal Rumble?
Oh, absolutely. We are gonna see Royce Keys in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And where do you think he's gonna land? NXT, Raw, or SmackDown?
I would have said I think he's expected to be on SmackDown.
I'm surprised they don't have him going to NXT.
Well, I saw something. I could be wrong about this, but I saw something about him being on SmackDown, or like gonna like expect on SmackDown. But he might do NXT first. I don't see anything here, but I thought I saw somewhere that he's going to be on SmackDown.
All right, maybe he might. Maybe he might not. He might just not appear on the main roster. He might just re-debut.
He might just go to NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, there is going to be a space for a guy like him because Obafemi is moving up, so he could take Obafemi's spot. I think he might start out in NXT and then be moved up to Raw or SmackDown.
All right.
We see anything, we will obviously let you guys know.
All right, and well, anyways, guys, what do you guys think of Royce Keys' name? You know,
that honestly sounds like a better name.
Royce King?
Yeah, it sounds better.
I know. Maybe I should name myself Royce King instead of Unstoppable Denominator.
Oh, hell no, don't do that. but it sounds, I'm saying it sounds better than Royce Keys.
I know, right?
At least he's a king and not the keys to a Royce. Like, what the fuck?
He should have put it backwards. Keys Royce.
Right? Jesus Christ.
Reports are saying Tommaso Ciampa has confirmed he'll leave WWE when his contract ends, but plans to keep wrestling. He's filed trademarks for Psycho Killer and Psycho King and says he's open for bookings for the first time in a decade, teasing a new chapter after WWE.
Alright, so this is kind of a follow-up to one of our old topics.
Yes, I think from last week.
It was either last week or the week before.
Right.
But I remember having this conversation with you then, and I remember correctly, I did say he might retire due to his neck injuries. Obviously, I'm super happy either way, because I think Tommaso Ciampa is a great talent. I've been a fan of his since NXT. Yeah. I think he's badass, and he deserved to be treated way more than he was on NXT. I mean on WWE's main roster. Can't speak today. English.
You're just happy that your team won. That's all.
Yeah, that's what it is. Jitters are getting to me. Anyway, so he said he's open to do wrestling matches, to do movies, basically anything. Yeah. That's what he said. And obviously, good for him. And keep doing what you do, because I've certainly enjoyed his time in WWE.
Now, do you think he's going to go to TNA or AEW?
Personally, I think I'm leaning towards TNA with him.
Right, same. I could see him in TNA.
I'm sure he would be badass at either one, but I'm like 80-20% in favor of TNA.
All right, Unstoppable Squad. Let us know how you guys feel about Tommaso Ciampa. Did you guys want to see him stay in WWE? Where do you think he's going to land? AEW, TNA, Japan Pro Wrestling, or just on the Indies? Let us know in the comments.
I did watch this match, though.
You mean segment?
Wait, it wasn't a match. Okay, Bear Bronson is the new system member. Eddie Edwards, Lobos, JDC, and Bronson Reed. Bronson attacked Moose, and Cedric Alexander showed up later in the segment, and he joined the system.
Yes.
And then basically all the guys were beating up Moose and JDC. And I say guys because one person was seemingly upset at Eddie Edwards and company, and that was Eddie's wife Alicia.
Yep, she was.
And obviously, I know. I'm not saying that they're going to split. I'm not saying that they're going to I'm not saying Alicia will even leave the system. But what I am saying is it seemed to be something there. Something Maybe it was she didn't expect it, or it could be more. I don't believe she's leaving the system, but it would not entirely shock me either, because she did seem very, very angry at them.
I had an idea what would happen. So she's upset right now, right? Mm-hmm. She's gonna, side with Moose and JDC, of course, but I have a feeling it's gonna stick with the system, but low blow Moose.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, that's what I was getting at. But it did seem like it was something. I wouldn't call it nothing, because, this was very, very significant. I think she will still eventually side with the system. I thought that was curious.
Something I want to talk about is Moose. Yeah, it's great to see that he's going to be a face again. Cedric Alexander, I didn't really see that happening.
I did not see that happening at all. Now, I know, there's going to be some comments that will lean elsewhere with this, but I'm just going to say this and end this discussion here. I was shocked by Cedric specifically. However, I feel if you want to replace Moose with somebody, having someone like Cedric, who's kind of young and kind of fits who you want to build your company around, I feel like that was a smart replacement for Moose. Right. But I do believe I did not see that coming at all. I mean, you were kind of right, Unstoppable, when you said that this would lead to a heel turn. But it didn't happen for it wasn't JDC who turned.
So my question,
do you think okay, go.
So my question is, JDC actually going to, I had an idea when I saw this. Now, do you think JDC is actually going to retire since this heel turn? I feel like this is not over. He said he's retiring, but I don't see this ending since he got turned on.
Before this segment, I thought there was a chance he would be done. I don't know. I think he might take time off, maybe, and then attack them and come back with a faction of his own.
Right. I think he's going to be teaming up with Moose for sure.
Yeah, because they now have a common enemy. TNA is looking good. I really think TNA has found its footing.
Especially the one that next topic we're going to be talking about here in a minute. I can't wait to see what's going to go forward with this right here. JDC actually going to team up with Moose to take down the system. And who's going to be their partners. So
you're going to have to find out.
Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about this segment here. Are you guys upset that the system turned their backs on JDC and Moose? Moose. I forgot to say that earlier. Alright, our next topic is TNA Impact. Feist or Fired took place and the results will be revealed next week. Glad to see that back. I actually was wondering where the hell that was. So we got Eric.
It was actually my first time watching something like this.
I'm actually glad it's back because this is what I loved seeing. Just to see who would get actually fired or not fired. We have some speculations of who's going to get fired and not get fired. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So Eric Young got briefcase number 1. Steve Macklin got briefcase number 2. Eddie Edwards got briefcase number 3. And Trey Miguel made his return to TNA, which we covered last week on if he was going to take time away or go back to TNA.
Well, and it turns out he did indeed go back to TNA.
Yes.
How long?
Just a week. He also got briefcase number 4. So, two people will not be getting fired here. It's Trey Miguel, because he just returned to TNA. Eddie Edwards is definitely not getting fired.
Because of the system thing
that
we just talked about.
My speculation is Trey Miguel is going to get the X Division 1. Eddie Edwards is going to get the tag team titles. Steve Macklin for the world title. Eric Young is getting the fired briefcase. Because I feel like my speculation is because he's going to retire.
I mean, he could go to another company too.
Yeah, that's true. And probably go back to WWE. Who knows? Or AEW. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know. All right.
But here's your speculation.
Okay, so 2 things. Number 1, obviously, really, there's only one guy here that I'm like 100% he's not going, and that's Eddie Edwards, because they just had this huge segment with the system, and it looked like this thing is going to last a bit. So I feel like there's no chance he's gonna get fired. Like Trey Miguel, that's a tough one, but he just came back, so I don't really see that either. I think it would be hilariously ironic that if he did pull the fired briefcase even after he just came back.
That would be funny.
I feel like that would be hilarious, personally, but I don't think he's going to get fired. So that leaves Eric Young and Steve Macklin. Both of these guys have cemented themselves in the company's history. Obviously, I think, and between the two of them, I feel like I would keep Steve Macklin over Eric Young, just for long-term story building and long-term, I feel like Steve Macklin's a guy you can build the company around. I think TNA would be crazy to let any of these guys go, personally. I don't want to see any of these guys get fired. But if I were to bet on one person, it probably would be Eric Young getting the fired briefcase.
Right. And I think the reason why they get the fired briefcase is because their contract is expiring.
Yeah, okay.
And they're not going to re-sign or something.
And this was actually my first time watching a match like this. I can't remember if I saw any other one. This is a very, very interesting segment here. Honestly, I don't know who got the fired briefcase, but I know one person for sure, and that's Eddie Edwards, and he definitely did not get fired.
Right. Just imagine he gets fired.
I know, right?
The system gets fucked.
And the system is supposed to be fucking us, and they fucked the system.
Right.
TNA fucked the system.
This reminds me from before. He used to go by Spud. Drake
Maverick.
Yeah, Drake Maverick. He was in that company in TNA. And he had the fire briefcase. That was the last.
Did he?
That was the last time I actually watched this. A long time ago.
Interesting. So this must have been like an old thing they used to do.
So I don't remember when it actually stopped, but that was the last time I actually watched this.
Interesting. That's interesting because I really don't remember watching this. That's hilarious that he got the fired briefcase, though.
Yeah, I think that was the year that he got switched over to WWE. So went to WWE.
Okay, so that was like 2000. What? That was like 2017.
I'm guessing. I don't know. In this, also the Feast and Fired, the briefcase kind of reminds me of Christmas Chaos of GTS Wrestling. Oh, yes, I just threw out GTS Wrestling. Kind of reminds me because everyone just goes for a cover in the ring and goes 1, 2, 3, and then they pick a wrestling belt and then reveal it. It kind of reminds me of that, too. Let us know in the comments below, who do you think is going to get the fired briefcase? And what do you guys think, who's going to get which briefcase are they getting? Let us know in the comments below.
Please defeat the Wyatt Six and become the new WWE Tag Team Champions. This was a fucking war.
It was.
Holy shit, I loved this match. Just seeing all of... It's matches like this that make me miss Bray Wyatt even more. Because, if Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper were still alive, this could be I still think this is an S-tier WWE faction. All these guys are great.
Yeah.
But, I feel like if there's one person that could make it better, it would be Bray Wyatt, and it has me sad that he's never coming back.
Dexter Lumis is really a great athlete in that ring.
Oh, 100%. This guy, all these guys are, but Dexter Lumis this is a guy that it would not shock me in the slightest if he wins a world championship. I don't know if you were watching NXT when this happened, but he had this romance angle with Indy Hartwell,
Yes.
and it was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious because you had Indy Hartwell who was acting all like the girly girl, and then Dexter Lumis he just didn't say anything. He was just like a weird stalker dude in the back, and it was just hilarious. You know what Dexter Lumis also did? He took your guy. He kidnapped the Miz, remember?
Oh yeah, yep. Before he switched over to the Wyatt Six, yep.
Yeah, he kidnapped the Miz, and then he was off WWE television until the Wyatt Six formed.
Yep.
A hilarious segment, but this dude, yeah, Dexter Lumis is one heck of an athlete, bro. Like that dude, I said, here it is, but this dude is like, that's someone you should not let go.
If WWE does, then they fucked up. The only time they should get rid of him is if he's really injured.
Absolutely. But like, if you let Dexter Lumis go, whoever he signs with is going to make WWE regret not extending him.
Yep. Because
that dude can wrestle, man. He really can. And it would not shock me if he's world champion.
Right.
Probably not anytime soon, because this faction is going to be around for a while. And if any of the guys you want to push for that, it's Uncle Howdy. Yeah, like I'm a fan of all these guys, and I'm not glad that MFT beat him, but honestly, like, I could see these guys getting the belts back.
Yeah, probably right around WrestleMania or something.
Yeah, I could see that.
Man, and MFT's Solo and whatever the other guy whose name is, I forgot the name. Congrats to them. Now Solo can shut the fuck up.
Alright, Solo, you won your titles. Now shut up.
I think that's the second time that his group won the tag titles.
Maybe, yeah. Was he with the Bloodline?
Yes, but he's also was starting with the MFTs. And I think they won the tag titles before. I think. I could be wrong.
Right.
I think it was Tama Tonga and Tamaloa or whatever his name was. I could be wrong. I'll have to look at my facts later.
Alright.
But let us know in the comments below how you guys felt about this match. Where do you think the Wyatt Six are going to be after losing their titles? How long do you think they're going to stick around? And what do you guys think of MFT's winning the tag titles? Let us know in the comments. Last topic of the evening is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. AJ Styles showed up to SmackDown, and AJ and Nick Aldis were talking about Gunther versus AJ Styles. Nick Aldis says, "Are you sure you want to retire?" He goes, "Yes. I want to see if I can beat Gunther," or something like that. And so Nick Aldis says that he brought him to SmackDown because Shinsuke Nakamura appeared. Pretty much Shinsuke said, "I want to face you," and it'll be tomorrow, which was yesterday. And they put up I didn't see the match, but I saw them do the fist bump and shake hands.
Oh man, Unstoppable. This is what I was saying. Like, because it's like I said earlier, I did not think, looking at the card just on a piece of paper, that this show was going to be that impressive. But one thing I did know, which did come true here, is that AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura, that this match would be match of the year contending. This match, you had two guys are at their absolute best late on in their career. These guys they took everything that they had in them and left it all in the mat, and it was absolutely glorious. This match, I don't know if Gunther and AJ is going to be able to live up to it, but maybe it will because it's AJ and Gunther. And what was funny is I already said that the Rhea Ripley match with Io Sky and Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, that was fantastic for a women's match. Like, absolutely absolutely fantastic. And I honestly would have, if you combine this with opening segment where the match didn't happen, but it was like a brawl that lasted 20 minutes, I would have been okay with that. The main event wasn't all that good. Then you have Sami Zayn win the match, as we said earlier here. If there's anything you gotta watch, it's this match, because this match was absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was.
10 out of 10 match.
Well, only reason why I say it was is because C Wrestling said it was.
Yeah, this match was absolutely insane. I'm not even sure the main event of any pay-per-view going forward in WWE is going to be able to match that. I seriously believe that this was like one of the WWE greatest matches of all time. Like, if like 20 years from now we're ranking this era, this match is gonna be at least in the top 3 easily. Just went on a huge tangent, but how much I loved this match though.
I'll have to watch either. I'm gonna have to look for it on Wheezy Blonde or Sandy's app Facebook page.
You have to. This match was absolutely insane.
Even though they don't show the whole matches, but I'll just look, see what they got.
Or find it on YouTube. Holy shit.
Let us know in the comments below how you guys feel about this match. Do you feel like AJ Styles should extend his contract so he can have a proper send-off? Or do you, like we said, do you feel like AJ Styles should retire at the Royal Rumble? Let us know in the comments below. C Wrestling actually noticed that there has been a lot of titles changes a lot this year so far.
Yeah, there has been.
How do you feel about that? Do you think there should be a lot more title changes, or do you think there shouldn't?
Well, it all depends on what they have for them. Like, as long as I don't really care about the changes. As long as you have a way of keeping the momentum going with the champion, then it's alright.
Yeah, we'll see going forward with the shows. But anyways, Unstoppable Squad, thank you guys for watching. Next week podcast is going to be interesting. Especially, I don't know when I'm going to air the one that we're all going to do that. I'm going to have 2 different camera areas, so it's going to be a lot of editing for the editor for that. It might take a week and a half for him to do, rest his soul for that, but you guys don't want to miss that podcast.
The editor is going to be working overtime for this one.
Yeah, he's going to put his money worth into that.
Yeah,
you guys do not want to miss that podcast when we aired that. We will mention that here in our podcast here. So, but yeah, I'm Unstoppable Denominator.
I'm Pete.
And we'll see you guys in next week's podcast. And we are out. Peace.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.